Hello and welcome to 13 Now. I'm Elaine Houston. We're going to start with some breaking news for you today. It starts out in Schenectady, where police have made an arrest in connection with a murder in that city. Police are telling us that 24-year-old Anthony Romero shot and killed Trayvon Tate. That was on Hewlett Street back in May. He's now charged with second-degree murder, criminal use of a firearm, and criminal possession of weapons, and he is arraigned and in the Schenectady County Jail. Let's go to some national news right now. Nancy Pelosi, and we're going to talk about her husband. Court filings reveal that the man accused of attacking her husband told police that he was on a suicide mission. A San Francisco judge yesterday ordered that David DePape be held without bail. His lawyer entered a plea of not guilty on his behalf. He allegedly told police that he was going to hold Nancy hostage and talk to her. And if she did not cooperate, he said, he was going to break her kneecaps. His lawyer says that he will be looking into DePape's, quote, vulnerability to misinformation. We want to talk about a local story that also involves a hammer. It's a man accused of attacking another person with a hammer, and he is going to prison. Duncan McLean was sentenced to 8.5 years in prison yesterday in Rensselaer County Court. He pled guilty to one count of attempted assault in connection with that attack, which happened in 2017. McLean also faces 5 years of supervision when he is released from prison. And finally, we want to go to another story that might interest you if you are a person who has a Honda. This story comes again from Hudson, and it's a warning that police are talking about stolen catalytic converters. And the thefts allegedly happened on West Court Street, John Edwards parking lot, Worth Avenue, and Green Street. 3 of the 4 cars involved were Hondas, and police say that those were targeted because they have higher ground clearance and more access to the converter. They say it only takes thieves 1 to 2 minutes to saw the converters off. So they're telling you to beware. And now let's go to Neil.
The mild weather continues. It's going to be a beautiful afternoon with lots of sunshine. Just a few high, thin clouds drifting over the area. Overnight tonight, there will be a little bit of fog forming in some spots like we had this morning and late last night. But with high pressure in control through tomorrow and actually through the rest of the week, very little change in the weather. In fact, it actually is probably going to get a little bit warmer as we head toward the weekend. So we have clear, cool nights and sunny, warm days. The cold weather remains parked well to our west. The weather pattern over the course of the next week, well, generally warm weather across the eastern half of the country. There's that cold air trying to sweep eastward, but it's going to stay off to our north and staying mild into the weekend and probably into next week as well. So a continuation of this above normal temperature pattern here for the next few days. Mild again through the afternoon, mid 60s. 7-day planner showing little change over the next few days. A warm up by the weekend, and don't forget those clocks on Saturday night, Sunday morning.
All right, Neil, we thank you. And we thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you tonight on the TV side at 5 o'clock. Have a good afternoon.